You are now tuned into Two Drunk Sistas podcast, unscripted and uncensored. Grab yourselves a drink and enjoy.
Hey, watch out
Hey. Hey guys.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to
Two Drunk Sistas podcast.
I'm D.
And I'm W.
Thanks for coming in and
Listening. So we're drinking Fuki. Fuki is...
No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuki is a Japanese plum wine. If you guys ever heard of it, I'm pretty sure you guys have tried. If you ever gone to like a Thai restaurant or something.
Oh, whatever.
Or even
Asian
like
restaurant.
Asian restaurant,
Like sushi or whatever, they sometimes would
have
have
the plum wine. So yes, we are drinking Fuki. No, fuck you.
Fuck you. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so let's
dive into the last
Annabelle.
Oh God.
Of the trilogy.
The
Annabelle series. So we're going to be discussing Annabelle Comes Home.
Mm-hmm.
So the synopsis is, determined to keep Annabelle from wreaking more havoc, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren lock the possessed doll in the artifacts room in their house. But when the doll awakens the room's evil spirits, it soon becomes an unholy night of terror for the couple's 10-year-old daughter, her friends, and their young babysitter. So it's directed by Gary Dauberman, and this is his first directorial debut of him directing it, because normally he's the writer. It's him and James Wan are the writers of the Annabelle series.
Okay.
So yeah, let's delve into it.
Yeah, get into it.
It's the doll for me.
Oh my God. You know what?
It's stuff that is going on.
Right.
It's the doll
for me. It's the ferryman for me. Since we talk about that shit, it's the ferryman for me.
So it starts off with Ed and so this is an Ed and Lorraine story now. It's not The Conjuring, so it's definitely Annabelle. So it starts off with Ed and Lorraine talking to the nurses that had the doll and was being probably haunted.
Right.
So Ed and Lorraine thought it would be best for them to take the doll and put it away.
Yeah, so if y'all remember, this is at the beginning of the Annabelle. The scene always opens up with them talking to
two
them.
nurses.
So it comes back to the same scene, but it's more. It goes in a little depth.
Right, it goes into the story of what happens when he takes the Annabelle
doll
home. Hence the name Annabelle comes
home, right?
Because that is her home. Because
right.
That's where her ass needs to be.
Yes.
Oh, where it needs to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So after he takes the doll. What happened, W? You want to share? What happened?
Damn, fuck you. Fuck you.
It splashed back at you and said, fuck you. Get my name right.
My God.
Yeah, so, so Ed and Lorraine takes back the doll, and of course, what happened? Can we get into it? Ed. I was like, okay, Ed and Lorraine.
Okay. Okay.
Gotta take the giggle out. Take it to the giggle. The giggle out. Take it to the giggle out.
Okay, go ahead.
So Ed and Lorraine.
Ed and Lorraine.
Okay, continue, girl.
Ed and Lorraine. Mm-hmm. No, you go ahead.
Ed and Lorraine takes Annabelle home, and on their way home, Annabelle always trying to find a way to not go with them. So while they're in the car, they came up into like a roadblock because it was an accident. And of course, Lorraine, Ed asked the cop, what happened? Guys, can y'all ask W what happened?
Because you saying Lorraine something like Lorraine. Think before I think. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
The accident, yeah. So Annabelle ain't want to come home, obviously.
Mm-hmm. She didn't want to come home.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cop came up to the car and asked, like, you guys need to turn around. The detours on this route or whatever. And Ed was like, oh, do you need any help? And he was like, what are you, a doctor or something? And, Ed was like, or something. And then he saw the doll. The police saw the doll in the back. And he was like, nice doll. And was like, what did he say again?
Something along the line of
it's not as nice.
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So of course Lorraine was looking at the roadblock and saw that it was an accident. So, and she saw somebody standing there. So she probably felt and knew that that was a spirit that looked like the spirit was in shock. And so they went ahead and they detoured around. And of course, they were having car issues. They end up, I don't know, man. I don't know why they had to stop in front of the cemetery.
Right.
But it wasn't up to them. It just died.
Right.
So now they parked in front of a cemetery. The shit got foggy real quick.
I mean,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
So after that, Lorraine was looking at the map to see how the hell can they get back. And so while Ed went out to look at the car, she was looking at the map. And of course, you could tell that there's something that was wanting to approach the vehicle. And so Lorraine put up the map, and she was looking to see where they're at. And then she heard, "I like your doll" or some shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
I like your doll. Yes.
And so she put the map down. She's like looking to see what the fuck was that. And then she heard the voice again saying that it's so cold. And then Lorraine was talking like, it's okay. You've been in an accident. And then I guess she was going to continue, but Ed accidentally pressed the horn. And so Lorraine looked out to the cemetery and saw all these ghosts, right? And then when Ed was done with the car, he put the hood down, and then that's when she saw all these ghosts. So Annabelle is like a conduit for all these ghosts. So it's like a beacon.
Yes.
So once the ghost shoved Ed into the middle of the street,
right,
Ed almost got hit by a car. Of course, Lorraine came out. She's like, "This is, is Annabelle is a dog. She's a conduit. We need to hurry to get home." So on the way home, they called the pastor. So they knew to like, look, we ain't waiting no more. Call the pastor. So when we get to the house, they got to Ed and Lorraine's house, to their special place where they hold the evil artifacts.
Right, that room.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so while they put Annabelle in the room, the pastor was blessing it and stuff like that. And then Lorraine's like, "Oh, we're going to need something to contain it because it's not going to be enough." So, of course, they had
a glass, like a carryo.
Yeah, okay, yes. Like a carry-o that's from a church.
Right.
So probably it was sanctified.
It was already sanctified.
So they put that bitch up in there.
Right.
And then what happened once they
once they closed the door, you could just hear like total silence. And I think Ed looked over to Lorraine and was like, "Are we good?" And she's like, "Yeah, the evil's been contained." Because it was real noisy, even though the pastor was like blessing. Right. You were hearing the noises. Right. And so, like I said, as soon as they closed the door to the carry-o thingy, it was dead silence. So.
I was like, ooh, the noise that was coming out. I was like, can you imagine hearing that?
Oh my God.
And then next thing you know, when you sealed it, it's like dead silence.
It's dead silence, yeah.
I'd have been like, fuck. Yeah. I'm not holding any of this shit.
Right. And so that's when, they were like, okay, we're good. And I believe the scene goes towards it. The next scene is about the daughter. She's getting ready for school.
Right. And so, she's the daughter of Lorraine. So, of course, the gift would pass on to her. Right. I mean, we don't know whether or not if the daughter in real life have the gift. But in the story, it alludes that the daughter has the gift, too. Because she was seeing ghosts at the school. But if she were to talk to that ghost, I'm pretty sure the ghost would have helped her into what she's about to go into right now.
Right.
Right now.
Right.
So, anyways, moving forward, the Ed and Lorraine had I think they had a job to do. So she had to be the daughter had to be babysat for the weekend, I guess. So the babysitter had this bitch. Had her friend come over. She didn't wanted the friend to come over. The friend just popped by because she was interested in the Warrens. She was telling the friend like, "Bitch, why you ain't tell me that you was babysitting the Warrens' kids? I'm into that freaky shit." No, right. It's not freaky. I'm into the dark stuff. But the reason why she's into that is because her dad passed away, and he was in a car accident with her, and she was the driver, and so she felt responsible. So of course she was trying to reach out to the dad and to apologize. Her ass came over, and of course, to be honest, I fucking hated her character. I wanted her character to die. I want her to suffer.
And she did suffer.
In torment. man.
She suffered. Yep, she sure did.
You know,
suffer.
so of course she went in there and, you know, she was snooping around. You know, of course she was trying to figure out, like, she was asking the daughter, like, hey, do your parents got some crazy stuff? Have you seen anything and stuff like that? And, you know, she was just trying to be nosy. So, of course, when the sitter and the daughter, what was the friend name?
I don't remember what,
Darlene?
It escapes me.
I think it's Darlene.
Darling.
I think
It was
Darlene.
Darling something. Like that's the name that her dad would, like, they would call each other, Darling, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the friend.
I feel like it was Darlene.
Darlene. It might be Darling.
Yeah, no, it's Daniela. Sorry, Daniela. She was questioning the daughter, and of course, she was looking for this specific room because she knew about them having a room.
Right.
So she was looking for the keys and looking around the house, and, you know, trying to commune with whatever that's in the house just so she could get inside. So she finally found the keys. So mind you, there's like warnings everywhere, right, on the door. Like, don't come in. Everything in here is evil.
Especially with the multiple locks.
Right. It was like five locks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Was it 5 likes?
It was 5 likes. Sorry.
Yeah, so she went in there and she finally found the key in the room. And so she went inside. And I'm in my head, I'm like, okay, so what would it take for you to, like, where's the red flag to say, like, oh, maybe I don't need to go in there.
Right.
You know, so she went inside and then the bitch started touching everything.
She put her hands on everything everything y'all could think of, she touched.
God.
She touched. We were like, no, don't.
She was touching
She
everything.
was touching everything. Moving stuff, putting stuff back, picking it up, looking at it, touching the keyboards, of the piano.
Right, and then she was trying to talk to her dad.
Yeah, and then she said, if any spirits, I was like, oh no, prior to her even opening, she had said, because she did try.
Right.
And then
but it didn't open that time.
Yeah.
Because she was like, if there's any spirits here, what did she say? Help me open the door
Or help me or some bitch. I was like, no.
So she tried the door. That shit was locked. So that's when she went searching around looking for the damn keys. But she finally ended up in there and was touching everything.
Right.
What made her get out?
I think she was like, this is stupid. Like, after standing there saying, is any spirits here?
She did say if there are any spirits here, but then that's when the Annabelle doll hit the head on the window.
On the door thing. That's when, of course, she opened it, pushed the Annabelle doll back so it could sit back up.
Oh my god!
But
before she pushed it, she took that shit out. She
did.
Looked at it.
And then, so the cake, because she was coming. The daughter was celebrating. It was her birthday, so they were baking a cake, and so the cake was it was burning. Right. That's what made her like just put Annabelle back, close the door, and she didn't lock it.
Yeah, that was the problem.
That was when Annabelle was like, yippee! Yippee!
She's like, I'm free,
I'm free! And you can just,
bitches, I'm free.
I'm like, no!
And then her hair hit the thing again.
And then she fell right on that. Woo!
Oh
yeah, it was like, okay,
that's right, because the friend gave the girl her roller skates, and they went out.
They went outside.
And she had to watch the cake, but while she was watching supposedly the cake, she was snooping around.
Right. And that is what opened up
Pandora's box.
By her touching everything. That's when everything started to happen.
Yeah, because the demon was able to control the ghosts.
Yep.
Because I feel like the demon is a hierarchy.
Yes, and everybody else was
below, and he was using them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's when shit just got real. Shit got real.
Right.
It got real. So yeah, guys. So after she touched everything, she went outside to kind of like talk to the daughter. While she was talking to the daughter, the daughter just asking, like, saying that, I know you lost someone, and she was like, how'd you know? So they were having dialogue, and all of a sudden she sees her father inside of the house. Okay. And that is when things just it gets worse from there. Right.
You know how it always starts. It always starts with I can never get this word. It's not the real person. It's
apparition.
Yes, apparition.
It always starts with the apparition. So of course Danielle's like, "Oh my God!" Like my daddy, my daddy
saw a ghost, literally.
Yeah,
she did see a ghost.
Yeah, she really did. And mind you, Danielle did ask the daughter, what is the daughter's name? Lorraine and Ed Warren's daughter.
The little girl.
The little girl. Daniela asked the daughter, Judy. Daniela asked the daughter, hey, you know what? I forgot. They all were in the dad's room. And in the dad's room contained all these files and cases. Yeah. That's where we see the ferryman. Right. That's where we see the
werewolf.
The hellhound.
The hellhound.
And then we see a case where a wedding dress is haunted.
Right.
And so, of course, these are the things that come and haunt.
That haunts them.
That haunts them throughout the whole entire house. They can't get out the house.
Right.
Okay? Because they got the hellhound outside. They got the lady with the wedding dress. You got the ferryman, throwing coins at the girl.
Can I say, that scene with the ferryman? That shit was crazy.
Creepy. Yeah. That was a creepy scene.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But throughout the whole movie, I mean, fast forward.
Fast forward, yeah.
Throughout the whole movie, I really wanted Daniela to die.
Y'all, there's this TV that shows you, the future. Okay, so Daniela is locked in that. There's a part.
They locked her ass in the room.
They locked her in the damn room with all the artifacts.
Right.
She's staring at this TV. The TV is, of course, showing her what's gonna happen to her.
Right.
And me and D are like,
serve you right, bitch.
Yes, you need to stay up in there. So she's getting tortured while Judy and the babysitter are also getting tortured by the ferryman and Annabelle. Okay, right. So that's pretty much it. That's Mary Allen. Yeah. That's what goes on in this whole entire film. It's really not one of my favorite Annabelle movies.
Why is not your favorite?
I didn't feel like it was boring. I just was like, I think at this point not to say I got tired of Annabelle, but I was like, okay, we already know the Annabelle. What's behind Annabelle? Okay, she's at the house. All right.
I think it's also because the director too.
Okay. So I kind of didn't want to, put it on the director.
I mean,
but
when it's your first time doing it, you're
right.
behind. You're a writer, and then here you have an opportunity to direct. It's not going to be the greatest.
It wasn't bad,
but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't a bad movie.
He did a good job.
He did a good job. I really enjoyed Annabelle Creation. I think that was my favorite between
that was pretty
one
good.
and this one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but two was pretty good.
Yeah, two was really good. Yeah.
So, moving forward, they were able to get Annabelle back in the glass.
Because that was the whole... That was like the end game.
Right. I want to say
Annabelle.
get Annabelle back in the glass. I want to say my favorite part in this movie is when the demon got Judy.
Oh my God.
And because Judy was trying to put Annabelle, the doll, back in the glass, and that demon... Close the glass door and lift up Judy and was sucking her soul. I said, "Wow."
Yeah, we saw its short ass.
Yeah,
because it's on hooves, so it's bending at the knees. It's bending at the knees, so it's not standing up straight. I mean, it can.
It has a hump.
Right.
Put a hump on your back and shake your rump. Hey, come on! Put a hump on your back and shake your rump. Hey.
Yeah, that scene was a little creepy.
That was creepy.
Yeah, that was creepy. Yeah.
But other than that, yes, it wasn't. No, it's not. It's not my favorite. It didn't have enough jump scares for me, but I still was saying,
right
throughout it. But part 2, hands down, is the best.
Was the best. Yes.
So.
But kudos to you, director. What's
Gary
his name?
Doberman.
Gary Doberman. It wasn't a bad film.
No, it wasn't.
It needed a. I wouldn't say an ending because we're working backwards.
Right.
It needed
a circle of life.
Yeah, it needed to come around.
Come back around.
Yeah,
and he did a good job.
And he did that.
Right. So of course, once they put Annabelle back in the damn glass, we forgot that about not the boyfriend, but the guy that Mary Ellen liked. He came there and he was serenading her.
He was.
That was so
guitar.
cute.
That was cute.
That is so cute.
And he sure did use that goddamn guitar to hit the damn hellhound.
The hellhound was after his ass. Okay. He was hiding in the chicken coop.
Yes, he was.
He came out. The chicken, remember the door opened and the chicken was like, and he was like, no. No, come back. But you know what he did? He fucking closed the door.
Like, listen, you on your own. I tried to help you.
I tried to save you. I
tried. Oh well.
That shit was funny. But of course, Ed and Lorraine came back, and Mary Ellen was like, "We got to tell them what happened." Yes. And I'm glad that they told them because they have to re-bless the room everything now because that dumb, stupid ass hoe, bitch ass hoe.
She was so desperate. Everything. She was so desperate.
She was, and all she had to do. Because at the ending, Lorraine was able to pull it to the side, be like, your dad said this, that, and third. Darling Daniela, your dad said, you're being too hard on yourself.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. Right. It's okay. I mean, that's all I could have did was got a free reading.
And she told her, you had to find out the hard way.
Right.
But that's okay.
And she was like, it's okay, you're a kid.
You're a kid.
Yeah, I'd have been like, girl.
Them doors.
Baton. Okay, I got a baton when I was growing up because I had sticky fingers and I lied a lot and I got the baton,
which is a beating, y'all. It's a beating.
So that's what she needed. She needed that baton.
She really did. She really did.
The Louisiana baton, the IAT baton. That's what she needed. So yeah, guys. So I mean, that's Annabelle. That's
Annabelle comes home,
and until this day, this is her resting state.
Yes.
So her ass ain't going nowhere else. This is where she stay.
Yeah.
And that's where she belongs.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they do have an Annabelle part 4 that says the devil made me do it. And I'm thinking...
That's The Conjuring.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's The Conjuring. So, are they doing the Annabelle 4?
I didn't see anything about Annabelle 4. I'm not sure. I know they're just focused... Or that series or franchise is the Conjuring. The Conjuring is what's coming out.
So do you think the Annabelle is done?
If it's not, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so I think there is an Annabelle 4. We just don't know what the info is.
Right.
But I think that it's going to be about the nurses.
Okay.
Because they told the story of everybody else. They told how Annabelle became Annabelle, how Annabelle first started, and then now the only story is the nurses.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And if they don't do that, then I'm excited to see what else
they got in store.
Right.
Yeah.
So so you guys, you tell us what were your best scenes in Annabelle? Annabelle Comes Home. If you have any movies, sci-fi, fantasy, or anything that you want us to review, hit us up on our email at twodrunksisters@gmail.com. That's the number 2 drunk. DRUNK, sistas, SISTAS@gmail.com. Or you can just, chat with us on Instagram. DM us. We there.
We follow.
Mama there, P there. At 2 Drunk Sisters. Mama
we pride. I said, we will, we pride.
We will with pride. we will with pride. Or you better say we will reply. Fuck you.
Ow, my head. We pride. Okay.
We pride. Yeah. Listen, guys, we got W foot though. She put it.
Y'all know what that means. We pride. Okay.
Yes. We will reply to your questions. You know what I'm saying? Or if you just want to shoot the shits and just talk about movies, past movies, just hit us up in that DM, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Baby. Until next time, baby.
Until next time,
Thanks
guys.
For listening.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Hope the drink that you're sipping on is delicioso.
Yes.
And stay safe. Wash your hands.
Please, guys.
COVID is still out there.
Okay,
if the pandemic is out there, wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Wear your damn mask.
Don't be like Annabelle, walk out without no mask, okay? God, they're contaminating every goddamn body, goddamn. All right, y'all.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.